Free camping in Arizona is absolutely abundant. The Grand Canyon State has no shortage of places to dock your travel trailer, touring van, or truck camper. In this video, I'll be sharing many of the highest rated, 5-star reviewed camping options from the Campendium community. And you're not gonna believe that these are all free. Whether you want to post up in the Sonoran Desert next to a giant saguaro, cool off and dip your kayak in some water, or explore a high-altitude ponderosa pine forest, Arizona has got you covered. There is just so much geographic diversity, and only 15% of the state is privately owned. Simply put, that translates into an enormous amount of camping options. Just remember to pack out everything that you pack in, including small bits of trash, bullet casings, and especially used toilet paper. Thank you. Let's kick it off with one of the highest rated free camping areas in the north, near the epic south rim of the Grand Canyon. There's Forest Road 688 in the Kaibab National Forest. Chelsea's review said, "Great way to camp for free by the Grand Canyon." We stayed 3 nights, arriving on a Thursday. The site was easy to access, but the road was pretty dusty, which is to be expected. We had enough sun to use our solar panels, but also had plenty of trees for shade and hammocks. We would definitely camp here again. X-Teen reported, "Awesome, beautiful spot right near the Grand Canyon." This boondocking spot is hidden from the main road, big and beautiful. There's plenty of space, accessible to all vehicles, and easy to find spots. We tent camped and felt totally safe. Very quick drive to the southern entrance of the Grand Canyon. Would definitely stay here again and would recommend. Tater reported, "Beautiful wooded, secluded sites. Easy to find, 15 minutes from the entrance to the park. I have paid a lot more money for sites not near as nice, convenient, or quiet." One of the highest rated free camping spots near Flagstaff is Willard Springs Road in Coconino National Forest. Duners and Dockers reported, "Our family stayed here in May and we were pleasantly surprised by the area. It offered plenty of shade, tall trees, a trail to hike, a pond, nice ground cover to keep the dust down, plenty of space to spread out, and excellent cell service with the tower at the entrance, and dump station less than 5 miles away. It was busy, but we still had privacy. We would definitely stay here again." Wabina's review said, "After being in the desert for 4 months, this is heaven. Road just opened last weekend, so still a bit of saturated roads, but the drive-in is paved till you turn left into the camp area. Easy to find a great level spot and good for big rigs." Permanent Vacation reported, "I like this place. Large, spread out sites among medium density oaks and pines. Some prickly brush thrown in to remind you you're in the Southwest. Dusty dirt soil, not particularly rocky, so good for tent stakes and digging holes for whatever you need to dig holes for." It's about 15 miles south of Flagstaff, so if you can tolerate a few degrees warmer temperature due to the lower elevation, it's worth the trip. Towards the center of the state, sitting on the edge of the Colorado Plateau, you have the Mogollon Rim. It's such a breathtaking spot, both figuratively and literally, as the elevation soars up to 8,000 feet in some places. I personally love this region so much that I created an entire video dedicated to it, which you can check out right here, or I'll link it down in the description below. One of the many options on the rim is Old Rim Road, where there's plenty of dispersed camping. Weed Dog reported, "So quiet. There are other rigs, but I rarely saw anyone. If you want solitude, this is for you. The wind moving through the trees at this elevation is magnificent. No water, no toilets, so be prepared." 4 Feet 4 Paws says, "Another great spot up in this high country. There are about 50 dispersed sites along this stretch of road. This whole area is beautiful. There are lakes and trails nearby. We hiked the Rim Trail from the trailhead across the highway from the visitor center and rode our mountain bikes. We plan to return to this area. And Bell reported great access to Willow Springs Lake. The lake is great for fishing, lots of trout, and one of our favorite lakes to kayak on. Finding great camping down in the desert is where Arizona really shines. And that's a good thing, especially for snowbirds and campers looking to soak up some dry heat in the winter months. Saddle Mountain is a highly rated dispersed camping area west of Phoenix off of I-10. Slip Streamin' Away reviewed it saying, amazing views. Saddleback Mountain was quiet and beautiful and will definitely be staying here again. We took a beautiful hike up Saddleback Mountain Trail. Cricket reported, second stay here at Saddle Mountain BLM and we will be back again. Enjoyed lots of sun, hiking, high views, quad rides, sunsets, and sunrises. Campendium reviewers love Plomosa Road camping area, a BLM spot north of Quartzsite, known for its mellow vibes, incredible sunsets, and wide open vistas. Don't take my word for it. You can see it all for yourself in a virtual drive-through over at our Campendium 360 channel, linked here and down in the description below. A Bit Eccentric reviewed Plomosa and said, biggest boondocking site ever. No way to explain Quartzsite, you have to see it. This location is 3 miles of flat desert with many RVers. Some of the easiest BLM docking anywhere. Gems of the Road reported, wide open space for free. It's a full-timer's dream to camp in Quartzsite during the RV and Gem show. Plomosa Road is perfect just for that. Far enough out of town to enjoy the quiet and night sky, but close enough to town to enjoy the amenities. Great service with our cell booster and easy to find flat spots. Palm Canyon dispersed camping is another favorite close to Quartzsite. Matt reported, my favorite place. The area in the canyons here are just breathtakingly beautiful. Sunsets and sunrises and the way the colors change in the light on the rocks was just magical. Some wonderful hikes and explorations. Further down into the Sun Belt is Cieneguita camping area. Nomadic Neighbors reported, supremely peaceful grassland camping near Tucson. Even by boondocking standards, this place is seriously quiet and peaceful. We stayed here for a week in March, and even though the 6 other sites here were taken each night, the distance and mesquite groves between sites made for a great feeling of seclusion. There are a handful of cacti here and there, but it is for the most part grasslands and mesquite trees. Greg and Roxy Travels said, spectacular place to stay. The history is pretty amazing with all of the movies that have been filmed here. Overall, a very nice place to spend a few days off the grid. And further south, near the old west town of Tombstone, nestled in the Dragoon Mountains is Forest Road 687 dispersed camping. Nitro Fish reviewed this area and said, with the high rating of this place, I was a little worried about finding a nice site. But to my surprise, there's all kind of nice sites here. The smaller the rig, the more choices you have. In more than half the sites, your view is of the beautiful Dragoon Mountains and not your neighbors. The locals love it up here as well. Vegas Vigs reported a beautiful, whimsical playground of rock-laden mountains, massive peanut-shaped boulders, interesting deciduous trees, and sweeping grasslands. Campsites were large, level, and full of fun attributes. A few more highly rated options to check out are Indian Bred Rocks east of Tucson, Fortuna Pond near Yuma, and Craggy Wash near Lake Havasu. There are just so many more incredible and free camping options to find on your own at campendium.com, where you can sort all the highest rated and most reviewed options available. Thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, stay safe, be respectful, and enjoy the journey.